Shit Radio is a Kennedy Studios Productions. The opinions stated by various contributors to Talk Shit Radio and its radio programs are not to be considered as or endorsed by Kennedy Studios Incorporated. Visitors are urged to use their own discretion to draw their own conclusions. All information, products, services, and use of this website is for entertainment purposes only and personal use only. Talk Shit Radio Network does not confirm nor deny the validity or accuracy of the information contained within the website or broadcast. Any services or products provided by Talk Shit Radio Network and its host contributors should be used solely for entertainment purposes only.
Welcome to Talk Shit Radio.
Yeah, this is Brooksville Bob, and you're listening to Talk Shit Radio, and we're going to teach you a lot of cool stuff. Tune in and see.
Yeah, baby! Yeah.
Leave the gun. Technique and only.
I find your lack of faith disturbing.
Oh. What make you horny?
Hello, my name is Michael Minardi. I'm the campaign manager of Regulate Florida, who's going to be actively seeking to put adult use of cannabis on the 2016 ballot. Why? Regulate Florida. I am putting myself out of a job by doing this. I am a criminal defense attorney. My main practice is representing people arrested of marijuana offenses, and I'm sick of it. These are good, hardworking people whose lives are turned upside down by a cannabis arrest, threat, DCF involvement, or other type of sanctions that is coming against them for using cannabis. We want to bring together the people of Florida. We want all the patients, all the users of cannabis to step up and let their voice be heard. Stop being afraid of being persecuted because of speaking out. We need you to stand up. We need you to help out because we need action right now and not apathy. With doing this, we can change the world and we can change the state of Florida for the better.
Hey, this is Lewis, and you're listening to Talk Shit Radio.
Welcome to Talk Shit Radio. I'm Yvonne.
Hey, what's up? This is Tim. This is Talk Shit Radio.
I have been out on the streets every day except for yesterday.
Okay.
What the media...
Leave the gun. Technique and only. So,
Well. We all know what today is, don't we? Hump Day. Tony is here.
I know.
Maybe.
Tony made it. Yep. Little problem with the vote last night, so they made it back early.
Back in early. Yeah. Unfortunately, somebody had to be woke up early to come get me, but
oh well.
Sorry.
It's okay.
We won't mention any names, but Maria is here.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. How does that song go?
Good morning. Good morning.
There's more to it, too,
morning
isn't there? There's more than just good morning, though.
Good morning to you.
Oh, that's
the
right.
End,
And then back to good morning.
I'll have
so.
to Google it. YouTube it.
Excuse me.
Let me see if I can remember that one.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about, right? It's going to make me nuts now. So, welcome everyone to the show.
There's a couple of versions of it. There's one that's...
I'm talking the original. I picture the girl standing on stage in black and white. You know what I mean? I don't know if it's that old, though. I gotta fix my mic. Something's not right here.
Yeah, I don't
Or we
know.
got
I
them
was
colored
sleeping with
TVs.
Maria one morning, and she needed to be woke up, so I tried to wake her up.
With
I
that
went
song?
to YouTube, and I looked up, some the old wake up kids music.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And I played it, and I was trying to get her to wake up, but she didn't like it.
I don't like to wake up.
Angie, you guys see how I gotta wake her up? It's almost like trying to wake up a dead person. It's almost impossible.
I was telling you, my oldest daughter's like that. She'd be the last one.
It's crazy. All right, so I'm looking for the ultimate
Good
wake
morning,
up song,
Okay.
and I do believe.
Yeah, but now I got that song in my head. I want to hear that one.
I do
don't
believe
need
I
it.
have it.
Okay.
All right, let me turn the volume up first. Okay, you ready? Here we go.
That would help.
That's Reveille.
Yeah. It's not loud enough to see that. It wouldn't wake me up.
Oh, I can make it louder. Don't you worry.
With the headphones on, you're going to blow my brain out.
First call, everyone. Time to get up.
No. That would annoy me.
You okay?
I'm like, yeah. All of a sudden, I was picking us up, like right after. It's like the delay, and I forgot. I forgot.
Oh, you got it plugged in.
Yeah, I forgot that I plugged myself in, and I'm like,
Tony's like, something's not right, Lou.
See, now I'm hearing myself telling myself that I just. Yeah.
You're gonna get all screwed up trying to talk.
I forgot.
Just keep doing it until it plays back. Yeah. That'll really screw you up. You'll have like 20 minutes of I forgot.
There's the I forgot.
Oh, shit, that's too funny.
There you go.
Oh,
Just
shit.
keep doing it, yeah.
So we have today. Today is the day that I've been waiting for since we booked her. Is our rocket scientist going to be on today?
Rocket Queen.
The Rocket Queen. Here I am, your Rocket Queen. Right?
You have to do that as an intro.
Enough said, right? No doubt. So rocket scientist Stephanie Osborne's going to be calling into the show today. And as explained, she's been a rocket scientist for over 20 years in the civilian area and in the military side of things. She's worked on the space program as a mission flight controller and an astronaut trainer, and there's just so much more that she's done.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I can't wait. This is going to be cool. Definitely going to be cool.
Mm-hmm.
Chat's up and running. Show's going good. All the numbers across the board look beautiful. So we're ready to rock. What time is our guest going to be? Oh, 9 o'clock. So it's the bottom hour of the show.
Okay.
So, yeah, cool. And we're back with Talk Shit Radio. I'd like to welcome everybody back with Talk Shit Radio. We are pleased to announce that we have our rocket scientist on the phone. She is waiting. Good morning. How are you?
Hi, I'm doing great. How are you?
I am doing excellent. I must tell you that I've been excited and just been talking about we're having a rocket scientist. We're having a rocket scientist on our show, dancing, singing around, just telling everybody. Just because, it's a very intriguing subject to me. So welcome Stephanie Osborne, everyone, to the show.
Welcome.
She is our 20-plus year rocket scientist. So I only have one question. Well, one question I want to ask you. Tell me everything, please. I want to know.
Well, thank you all for having me on. Where do you start? I wanted to work in the space program since I was a kid, and I pretty much pursued it in school all the way through. And I guess I'm really kind of fortunate in that how many people can actually honestly say that they fulfilled a childhood dream, and I did. So, I've seen all kinds of stuff. I was a payload flight controller. I live in Huntsville, Alabama now, and I have since I started working in that position. I was one of the people who staffed the control center here in Huntsville. I worked with the Mission Control in Houston. I've been to Mission Control numerous times.
That is so awesome.
You know, it's really cool, but at the same time, it's not nearly as glamorous a job as everybody thinks to look at it. It's a lot of hard work and wild, crazy hours, and doing interesting things and doing things, seeing things that nobody has ever seen before, and it's cool, but it's a lot of hard work.
It's got to be a lot of dedication.
Yeah, and it turned out, I think the burnout rate was kind of high. I lasted a lot longer than a lot of the people that I worked my first mission with. A lot of them had moved on to other things, and I was still there. So
no kidding. That's amazing. So, right. Stephanie, I want to thank you so much for coming on and talking about your amazing career you've had. I'm jealous. I got to tell you that. I want to be an astronaut now.
Well,
this might be a little too late.
When I grow up.
When I grow up, I'm not done growing up. I'm a Toys R Us kid. Yeah, I don't think they got any rockets that'll put me into space anytime soon. Good morning, Susan. How are you?
Good morning.
Good morning. I'm very well.
We have been talking about you coming on the show now, all morning basically. We've been excited all week to start interviewing our guests, and we had one yesterday that would have been our first guest of the week, but she canceled, so you are our lucky first guest of the week.
Yay!
See. So welcome to Talk Shit Radio. I really will. First of all, I'm going to thank you. I got a few things I'm going to say, and then I'm going to turn it over to the girls because I felt that this was a subject better left discussed by the girls that we have here in the studio because me personally, I just want to listen and hear what's going on because I really don't understand. You know what I mean? So I'm going to learn something here.
Okay, great.
Yes. So I wanted to welcome you to our listeners. Again, we have our special guest on the show. Her name is it Suzanne Perry?
Yes.
Okay, Suzanne Perry. She's a domestic violence advocate for over 22 years. And apparently you're a survivor of a sexually violent marriage.
Yes. Yep.
Okay, all right. Why don't you, we'll just start off and let you take it and talk about your situation, your book. You've got Maria here, and we've got Chrissy here, and it's all you.
Mm-hmm. Go for it.
Okay, well, I started dating the person who would be my abuser when I was only 17. So I wasn't real experienced, and I was kind of on the naive side. But eventually he started to put down, like, my friends and my school and then my family and the things that I like to do. And that happened over probably the first year. And that was before, anything physical came about. This was just like, oh, why are you hanging out with that person? And stuff like that. And then there'd be, oh, your school sucks. Everybody who goes to that school is a whore. It's just really dumb things that made me insecure, I guess. And over the next year after that, it'd be a gradual, accidental slap. Oh, I'm sorry, that was, just a reaction or some baloney. But when I was 20, I became pregnant with our first child.
So basically, Susan. Physical. Susan, basically, what you're saying is it started out with the slight little, oh, oops, honey, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do that, but you start
yeah.
Right, yeah, okay, all right. So go on.
And so I'd never been exposed to behavior like that before, and by this time, this fake love, this love was established, what I thought was love. I mean, he pretty much worshipped me. And so I had our first child when I was 20. By that time, it was very physical. So by the time our son was 6 months old, I left the first time.
We'll get on that story first, then I'll announce it. At 9:40, we have our guest caller calling in, and Bill Worsiford. Sorry, I was looking at the damn, because Adrian Wiley's running for governor, and we do want to vote for him as well. But at 9:40 today, we have Bill Worsiford, who's running for Florida Attorney General, and he's the man we want in, and I'll tell you why. Let me just read a little bit about Bill, and you'll see why. Florida's first Attorney General to advocate that the recent U.S. Supreme Court decision in the United States versus Windsor provides sufficient grounds to challenge Florida's Article 1, Section 27 constitutional ban on same-sex marriage. He's the first Attorney General to advocate for the legalization of medical marijuana in Florida. For those of you that are advocates and have been following legalization and Amendment 2 here in Florida and know the name Kathy Jordan, we have a Kathy Jordan Cannabis, a medical. It's called the Kathy Jordan Medical Cannabis Act. Bill Worsiford wrote it. So what it did for her was basically save her life. Just another example, and I'm going to leave that for Bill to explain and how he came to meet Kathy and what inspired him to write that bill or that medical act. So it's going to be a really interesting program. I'm looking forward to it. Wish we had a little longer to talk to him, but he's a busy man. He's out there doing what he's got to do and trying to win to be the Attorney General here in Florida. So I'm hoping he does. Definitely. Because we need somebody like that. Good morning. You're live on Talk Shit Radio.
Good morning. Is this Lou?
This is Lou and the whole Talk Shit crew,
Bill
buddy.
Walter.
Bill, welcome to the show, man. I really appreciate you calling in. You're live on the air.
Live on the air. Great. Fantastic. Glad to be with you.
Hey, I'm glad to have you. I'll be honest with you. We've been anticipating this all morning and just trying to play stupid things and waste time until it was time for you to call in. So,
well, too bad I missed all that.
Yeah, it's all right, man. I understand you're quite a busy person on your way up to Tallahassee to take care of some business, huh?
No, I'm in Tallahassee. I'm actually on the way out to Destin.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Either way, taking care of business.
You know what? Can I call you back on the I'm driving. I want to see if I can call you back on the hands-free. Would that be all right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. You want us to call you back and you get ready with the hands-free, or?
Hey, that would be good, too, if you can call, and if it works, my cell.
No problem. I'll call you right back.
You got the number?
Absolutely.
Okay, thank you.
All right.
All right.
So there we go. We're going to call him right back right now. Let's give it a countdown. Ready?
Right.
10.
Yeah, let's give him a minute so he can get his hands free.
Yep.
Hands free.
Yes.
So he can get his hands free, hands free.
Put his hands back on the steering wheel.
Take the knee off the steering wheel and yeah. So here we go. Let's go ahead and get the number ready, and I'll hit the call button. And what do you say, about 5 seconds? 4 seconds, maybe?
4,
maybe 3 seconds. 2 seconds now. How about 1 second? Oh,
do it.
All right, let's go ahead and give Bill a shout back. What do you say?
Try it again, yeah?
Yeah, give him another shot.
Yes.
Yeah. This is Bill Worsiford.
Hello, you reached Bill Worsiford.
Oh, that's because he's calling back.
He's calling back.
Hey, Bill, what's going on, buddy?
Hey, well, we're
Phone
going
tag.
to have to do it this way.
That's all
But
right.
that's okay, because my wife's going to drive so that we are safe motorists.
There you go.
Right.
There you go.
Bluetooth is not working.
Yeah, well, I figured as much. We're waiting for your hands free to get free, and then So Bill, I had read off about what you're doing and what you've done, and there's no better way to hear about it than from your own mouth. So why don't you tell me a little bit about what you're running for, as far as or what you're planning on doing, as far as, and I'm being very optimistic, and I've said that before, when you become Attorney General of Florida. Why don't you tell the listeners what your intentions are?
Absolutely, be glad to. And it's important. I've got to get elected because I'm not very confident in the other two candidates.
You and a lot of other Floridians, Bill.
What I see in the coverage they're getting, even today there's an article circulating, and it just continues. Is this close to the election, and all they're talking about is one or two events of their past in their distant past, without any vision for Florida's future. And that's why I ran, because I'm concerned about Florida's future, and I wanted to raise issues that other candidates have not been raising in the debate on Florida's legal affairs, particularly at the Attorney General level. I mean, the chief legal officer of Florida should be protecting Floridian civil liberties. That should be priority one.
Yes.
Instead, priority one is more or less, I think, prosecuting crime, which is, of course, high on the priority list, but civil liberties has to be first, or else we won't have any left.
I agree, 100%. Because
so, I've got a vision, Lou. You know, I'm a leader on medicinal marijuana.
Absolutely.
And, equality, Fourth Amendment protection, Second Amendment protection, getting us out of lawsuits where Florida is arguing in issues 1,000 miles away from home in favor of, chemical companies and big industry. We've got much more important things to do here in our own state.
I agree 100%, Bill.
Now, you and I had the pleasure of meeting at the Canna Crush event over there in Crystal River.
Yes, we did.
That was just a great event, and my good friend Karen Kampmeyer was there. And
we actually had Hayden. Yep, we had him on the show yesterday. Yeah.
With his little MG or MGB, I think it was a
the 420 car. Yep, absolutely.
And great music. It was just a great day. My good friend Mo Barnhart was there.
Yep. I enjoyed it, and it was a pleasure meeting you that day too. I appreciate you taking the time out to talk to us, and I appreciate you taking the time out to call us right now. It's awesome. I had mentioned that you had wrote the Kathy Jordan Act, Bill. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, absolutely. I did that in 2012, voluntarily and without pay, because I thought Florida could do better than what was on the table at the time for medicinal cannabis use. We look around the country and we're behind the eight ball on this, and sure hope we fix that on November 4th. So I wrote that. It turned out to be rather voluminous when I was done. And what I did is I looked at cannabis laws in other states and amendments that passed or didn't pass in other states, and I sort of, picked and choose what I thought would be good from Florida, and wrote that in a way that a bill needs to be written. I happen to know how to do that from my practice of law.
Awesome. And we'll be right back with Clinch Fist. Studio. Going to introduce everybody. If I can hear, can everybody hear me?
Yep.
All right,
I can hear you.
Yeah?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
I can hear me.
Yeah. You can hear you too. Well, that's always a good thing. Well, we have, and I'll bring the music down just a little bit. We have in the studio. Go ahead and introduce yourself, guys.
Hey, I'm Mike. I'm from Clench Fist. I am the drummer.
Nice.
And I'm Steve. I'm the singer of Clench Fist.
Awesome. Welcome to the studio, guys. I want to thank you guys for coming in. I had a whole sheet of questions and shit that I wanted to talk to you about, but it has not been sent to me yet. Where is our secretaries? What are they doing? I have to adjust my mic.
That's all right.
Are they slacking this morning?
I think they are slacking this morning. Yeah. So what's up, guys? Let's. First thing I want to ask you, and I don't need the sheets to ask you guys that. What's it like, man? I mean, you guys started out as a local band, right? Tell me about Clench Fest.
The story?
Yes.
Well,
and in the meantime, I'll put the cameras up.
Yeah, we started back in here, Spring Hill, Florida, represent. We all graduated from Springstead High School. We just had a dream. Well, I started back in like 97, 98. I was a junior, becoming a senior, and a bunch of kids were in the neighborhood saying, we got these punk rock shows, man. Spring Hill, there's nothing to do. Come check it out. And I wound up going to a show. And as I was in the crowd, I seen all these kids, in a local neighborhood where nothing really goes on. You just see this big music, just all these kids come together with music, and it just attracted me so much. And back in the day, we were hockey players coming from New York,
Oh, yeah. Street hockey, right?
Oh, yeah.
Ice.
Ice. Competitive.
And then,
we were serious, yeah.
Oh, yeah. I'm a Long Islander, too, so, yeah.
Yeah, you know how that
Yeah, oh, yeah. St. John of God, all of that kind of stuff. Yeah.
So we, it just hit me. I'm just like, man, I want to do this. I was about 17 years old. I fell in love with it. My cousin Mike here, when I was a kid in New York, he used to play drums with his friends all the time, and I remember that being a kid.
Mm-hmm.
We've always hockey music. That was our thing, And then kind of called him up one time and got him a drum set, and he thought it was crazy at the time, right?
Yeah. I remember the phone call too. I was driving. I remember the little StarTech.
So you didn't think it was for real. You just thought he was some crazy kid with an idea.
Well, yeah. He asked me, and he's like, I'm going to get a band together. I want you to play drums. I'm like, I don't play drums, man. I used to fool around back in the day. But I guess some other kid had a drum set, and I guess he left it at Steve's house, so I took it.
No shit.
And that's how it started.
Stole it.
That's the end of that, huh? So from there, what? I mean, you guys just started playing local gigs, or?
Yeah, we just the parents. My brother is our bass player.
Mm-hmm.
So me, him, and the bass player related. Then
so it's all family mostly.
Yeah. Now,
nice.
Now we've made some changes in the past for members. We lost a couple due to drugs, alcohol, the common story of the bands. But we made some changes. We had to build an all-star team, and we just started playing locally. The little skater rink over here, Suncoast Skater Rink at the time.
Yep.
I used to pack it with these kids. Back then, now the kids are in their 20s.
Yeah. Well, they're 40s.
They have kids now. Yeah. But just started playing and working the system. We started getting gigs. Friends of ours started realizing who we were. We actually won Battle of Bands at Springstead at the time.
Nice.
It was the first Battle of Bands they've had, and we knew the music instructors from the school, and they invited us, and we happened to win.
That's
and
awesome.
And then when we won, we were like, wow, we really want to do this,
Yeah. I want to introduce Hayden. Hayden, have I been saying your name right? Is it Hayden Folk?
It's actually Falk. But
Falk.
It could be done a lot of different ways.
So I've been butchering the heck out of it all week long, and I do apologize for that. Did you get that computer up over there? Are you guys having all sorts of problems over there? So, again, Hayden, welcome to the studio. I appreciate you taking the time to come in and talk to everyone.
Thank you, Lou. It's an opportunity for me to kind of educate people beyond maybe what they know about marijuana.
Yeah, and to me, that's my mission, with this whole Amendment 2 thing that's going on. And then you have those naysayers out there that are saying vote no on 2, which it's not vote no on 2. It never has been vote no on 2. It never will be vote no on 2. As a matter of fact, I actually got a phone call from the vote no on 2 people. And we won't mention any names, but they wanted some airtime. And I said the only way that I would give them airtime is if we had who they wanted to talk about on the other end, and that was Mr. Morgan. So, yeah, wasn't going to happen. So it was appalling to me that they were actually out there spreading a message, vote no on 2, when knowingly, the damage that would do to this campaign. Hayden, for those of our listeners that don't know your situation and know about you, could you explain a little to them and just, tell them your situation?
Sure. I'm a white male. I'm going to be 76 in December.
Which is amazing. You look great.
I still feel real good. And back, I guess, about 94, I was determined to have a irregular protein at the time, and they called it MGUS. I could have outlived it. It went on into smoldering multiple myeloma, and then on into full-blown multiple myeloma. That's a blood cancer. It's a non-curable cancer at present. I probably got it by being around some of the hydrocarbons and some of the stuff that I went into. I was an industrial salesman for 35 years. So I've been around phosgene and cyanide, and benzene is the one that does cause multiple myeloma, determined. But I needed to start treating it when it went from stage 1 to stage 2. And about 6.5 years ago, I was fortunate enough to be able to get into a large cancer institute research center in Tampa. Has about 4,000 employees. And other people who are fighting cancer are doing it on their own, but you can't get into a clinical trial study unless you're in pretty good health otherwise. Fortunately, I was. And so I began treating it with, the first chemo round was with 3 different ingredients, and I didn't last in that round. And it killed a lot of the cancer very quickly. But if it stabilizes or goes down, then you've got to get out of the study. So I was removed from that study and got into a second study that used a drug that got it down enough that I could get a stem cell transplant in a third study. But in that second study, one of the chemo drugs gives you neuropathy. Neuropathy is something that it's like a circuit in your legs that breaks up, and so you get tremendous pain back up through your legs. Some people get it in their hands as well. And that's probably the first thing that they actually started researching marijuana for, was neuropathy.
Okay.
And people get it from diabetes. It's a very common thing that people have. There's not much out there that helps it that I'm aware of.
Yeah.
But it certainly helps me, and apparently it helps a lot of other people in the other 23 states that are allowed to administer it for that use.
Yeah.
Talk Shit Radio is a Kennedy Studios Productions. The opinions stated by various contributors to Talk Shit Radio and its radio programs are not to be considered as or endorsed by Kennedy Studios Incorporated. Visitors are urged to use their own discretion to draw their own conclusions. All information, products, services, and use of this website is for entertainment purposes only and personal use only. Talk Shit Radio Network does not confirm nor deny the validity or accuracy of the information contained within the website or broadcast. Any services or products provided by Talk Shit Radio Network and its host contributors should be used solely for entertainment purposes only.